much like mash buttons in chat will never beat the bottom allegation. See, Matt Walsh is never going to beat the I'm actually an abuser allegations. Oh, God. I saw this on Twitter. I couldn't not cover this, okay? I hate all of you for making me just do reaction content, but boy, I can't not do it. Matt Walsh looking particularly ghoulish today. Can we be real for a second? The fact that anybody would say that I look like Matt Walsh here, fuck you, okay? Look, my hairline is better, okay? I think I'm a little bit more charming. Also, I would never wear this shirt. What is this dude looking like he's walking out of a fucking 2012 J. Crew catalog? Okay, anyway, Matt, tell me. You're quiet. Now tell me.
Okay, so now we're going to look at another woke children's book. This one, on the surface, I mean, literally reading the book by its cover, it seems maybe not as bad as some of the others that we've looked at.
Okay.
That we've reviewed.
You know what? Hey, surprising, very surprising coming from Matt here. Matt, who loves talking about the breedability of young teenagers. Walsh over here. Matt, I totally abuse my sons. That's my favorite part of my day. Walsh over here. I'm very surprised that he's opening with this.
Reviewed, but you never know. So we just got to, we're going to read this whole thing. It's pretty short, and I'll read the whole thing.
Mash buttons, you'll get a timeout, I swear to God.
And then I'll offer my review. So let's get into it. This is called C is for Consent. And this is...
Why? I just want to talk to the editor. I just have some questions. I just want to talk. Can we be real for a minute? I'm going to presuppose everything, okay? Do a little pre-watch moment. I could already see my criticisms with this. See, consent is cool and good, and also we should be teaching kids cumulative, comprehensive, age-appropriate sex education at younger and younger ages. This way, for, a handful of reasons, but tantamountably, it helps negate potential abuse, helps kids who might not be aware of what abuse and assault looks like, kind of be privy to it, and avoid these situations or know how to talk to people about it. If I remember correctly, the statistic is that most child abuse comes from inside of the home or from adults that they trust. So it's no surprise that Matt Walsh is against age-appropriate sex education. It's of no surprise that he's against this book about consent. Anyway.
It says ages. This is for ages 0 and plus. So if you have a 0-year-old child, they could read this and up from there. It's a board book. It's short, so this is really for kids, probably 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. All right.
Sure, why not?
It says it's time for a party with family and friends. And you see, of course, there we've got...
I knew he's gonna do it. He's gonna. I pre-watch Andy over here. Who's he gonna point out, chat? I have bets. He's gonna point out this handsome fellow in the wheelchair. I guarantee you. Can we? I don't know. It's a toss-up between that and the gay couple. I don't think he would go so far as to talk about this family. I think he's going to talk about either these guys or the wheelchair. Place your bets. Oh God, those boots are awful. I think he's going to go for the gay couple. Okay.
With family and friends.
Place your bets.
And you see, of course, there we've got the interracial gay couple. We've got the interracial disabled.
He can't keep getting away with it. Commie Bravo.
Well, one member of the couple's disabled. You got to get all the represent.
How did I know? How did I know the two in that order? Okay. OAS music, welcome. We're not talking about Trump, but yeah, let's go. We're not talking about Trump yet, but let's go. We're talking about known weirdo and abuser Matt Walsh. The real crime is that hairline. Am I right?
There, and I don't see any furries. I don't see anyone who's apparently transsexual or even transgender or.
I thought that didn't they conflate the two beforehand? Wasn't that the big meme? Like, oh, I can say transsexual because it's really. Oh no, they make the distinction. I keep forgetting their playbook. It's hard to keep up with the lore with all the just toxic sludge that comes out of their fucking mouths on the drivel just nonstop. You know. Anyway, okay.
Pansexual, so that's a problem. But
Did you say
going.
pansexual?
Pansexual or even transgender. Or pansexual, so that's a problem.
They aren't showing them pan genders. They aren't even they literally aren't even showing them Teflon pan genders. Oh my god.
Problem, but we'll keep going. Grandma wants a hug, but Finn isn't in the mood. That's okay, says Dad. You don't have to give hugs if you don't want to. Grandpa leans down to kiss Finn.
This is great. This is incredible. This is literally how you talk about consent. Like to kids. This is incredible. Oh my god, actually I really want this book now. Okay, thank you for selling me on the book, Matt.
Mom says, please ask for consent first. Grandpa asks,
what did you send me? Hold on. What did you send? Mash buttons, I will fight you. Oh no. They're all theater kids. I swear to God, every single one of these, like, anti-woke, anti-liberal, they're all theater kids. Look at this guy. He's a total theater kid, man. He's a failed theater kid. Yeah, jump scare material right here. Oh. OAS music, always holding it down in chat for us. Thank you. We're all ex-theater kids. The difference is that I'm able to admit it, okay?
May I kiss you on the cheek? Finn replies, yes, you may. Auntie and Uncle want Finn to sit with them. Come sit on my lap. No, you have to sit on my lap. Finn says, no, thank you. My parents say...
I disavow. Oh, God. Okay, never mind. I take it back. This dude looks like the Big Mouth character. This art is horrendous. He can't sit with us.
I don't have to sit on anyone's lap if I don't feel like it.
Yeah,
what
true.
A brat this kid is.
No, that's so
Mom's
true.
friends give Finn a present. Does that mean he has to hug or kiss them?
Oh god. This is what I'm talking about, dude. He abuses his fucking sons, man. He's like, no, you will come sit on my lap. Otherwise, you're a brat. What are we supposed to intuit from that, Matt? Weirdo. Oh, you weird person.
That person?
Just
only if
weird.
he wants to. Maybe Finn could high five or fist bump instead. Or maybe he doesn't want to be touched at all. It's his choice what happens
this
to
book
his
rips.
body. Finn is happy to see his best friend Rue. He asks, may I hold your hand? It is okay for you to say no. Rue replies,
this is
yes,
so
you may
wholesome.
hold my hand. Thank you for asking
This is
first.
so wholesome. What's the issue?
And that's it. That's the end of the whole story. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess the real issue is that it's cut off pretty quick. But looking at the thumbnail, this is the worst one yet. Sorry, I had to go back.
Okay, so now we're
Okay, where were we in the lore? How is this the worst one yet? Okay, they cut off here.
Thank you for asking first. And that's
the art
that's
is
the end
terrible.
Of the whole story.
That's
okay.
the most objectionable
Then there are discussion
thing here.
questions at the end, which we won't get into. Well, so that actually is somewhat surprisingly, this is the worst one yet, I think. This somehow manages to be more disturbing.
How? Okay, you know what? I know Matt's positions really just come out to, I want to abuse underage kids, but you can't let the mask slip that hard. Like, he constantly rails. See, grooming has been a bastardized word at this point. If we make grooming this kind of Cronenberged idea of anything queer, we negate the actual grooming that's coming from Matt Walsh and his ilk. Oh God. Anyway, yes. Somehow this is the worst one to him, even though all the other ones are this is gay indoctrination. Yeah, because this one actually hurts something that he really cares about, that he's not grifting about. This is a position he actually cares about, and it's the abuse of children.
Then
that he likes, he wants.
Books that are pushing transgenderism and bisexuality and all that kind of stuff. Those books are bad too, but don't get me wrong, but this one disturbs me on a deeper level.
Okay.
So let's count the ways. To begin with, before we get to the major problems here, this kid is awful. I mean, this is what happens when you have permissive hippie parents.
No, it's not. Yo, this kid's like, hey, I have boundaries. Can you believe it? And I actually respect your boundaries too.
I would
Awful.
not.
Degenerate even.
I can't imagine if I was a little kid, if I was like 6 years old, and my grandmother came to visit and said, hey, give me a hug. And I said, nah, I don't feel like it, Granny. I cannot imagine.
That's not, he was like, hey, like maybe I don't have to give you a hug, okay, if I don't want to. Like, or I don't want to. Thank you though. Hey guys, so I'm editing this and I realized there's something I forgot to bring up. See, what Matt Walsh is doing right now is very on the nose with abusive rhetoric and behavior, insofar as seeing somebody saying no as an attack against them and an insult against them. Anyway, back to the video. Like, just very nice about it.
What my dad's reaction would have been. It would not have been pleasant.
Yeah, no way, old lady. Yeah, being vocal about consent is really just ageism. You're right. Okay, so there's issue one.
My reaction with my own kids wouldn't be pleasant.
I just want to talk to the editor. Of course these guys do the whole, yes, I just want to hit kids, okay? Kids today weren't raised right. My parents beat me, and goddamn it, I want to beat the fuck out of children. You know that's the only reason. This is the only way that he's able to feel like a man. This is him performing his gender. Oh God. Oh, it gets worse. I didn't think I would be so. I'm still like 2 minutes back. I think my body is still trying to catch up with the visceral disgust. I just want to talk to the editor. I just want to shoot him in a game of Grand Theft Auto Online role playing.
Pleasant in that situation. Yes, I tell them. I guess let me tell you something. I violate my kids' consent all the time in the sense that
yeah. I'm sorry. Hey, we just hit affiliate. Maybe we'll make this the new dono sound or stream sound. Can we get one more time? Just
them. I guess let me tell you something. I violate my kids' consent all the time in the sense
I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do this anymore. I don't know how people still fucking defend this dude. I'm actually speechless right now. Okay. Yeah. Where are we at? I was looking at the time stamp on this video, and I was like, oh, 6 minutes is a little short. It feels like it's been an eternity. I feel like I've lived lifetimes watching this video.
Sense that I force them to do things they don't want to do.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? You can't be serious. I'm not even taking this out of context.
Something. I violate.
Somebody get CPS online? Dude, someone call the fucking cops, all right?
Consent all the time in the sense that I force them to do things they don't want to do.
Sit down and study!
That's much of the day, in fact, involves that.
What is going on? No. Much of my day involves abusing my kid. What the fuck?
Doing things that it's not their idea to do those things. They don't really want to do those things.
I can't do this, man.
Clean their room. Let's start with that.
Okay, yeah. Finally,
I don't get their consent for that. What is that, forced labor? Is that slavery?
No, Matt. We're obviously not talking about homework. We're not talking about studying. We're not talking about... And it's very obvious. It's very obvious that that's not what this book is talking about. This book is talking about physical touch. And following that up with... Well, my kids, I violate their consent all the time. Like, what the fuck? And to say that so goddamn pompously and proud, what a fucking freak, dude. Also, he's got some lint in his hair, it looks like. He dusty. My
kids know that when a family member comes over to visit.
Yeah, we're going to look at the comments.
You go and give them a hug. It's not an option. It's not a choice. You are required.
That's terrifying. Oh, God. Oh, it gets worse. What's the whole, abuse people can abuse people, or abuse people, whatever? Matt, dude, if you want to talk to somebody, all right, hey, you're welcome to come on stream. Like,
to do that.
Well, don't look at me like I'm frickin' Frankenstein. Give your father a hug.
Because that's polite. But the major problem here is that the book explicitly sexualizes physical contact between family members. I mean, this author who is it? Eleanor.
It's a good entry into consent. You're like, the whole reason, one of the reasons why these freaks are like, oh, I can't have my kid learning about sex at a young age. Dude, this is how you fucking do it. This is how you teach consent at a young age. That isn't sexual. It's hey, like, you know, some people maybe want to hug. Some people might not want to hug. Some people, some days might want to hug, and some days they might not. Maybe they want to hold hands. Maybe they just want to get you a little, like, you know, bows up, you know? Any fellow bow enjoyers in chat right now? Coming out of, still in the pandemic, but, you know, the little service industry bow, or maybe a little fist bump, you know?
Morrison, he, his, her, whoever's, they're taking their own, I don't want to misgender them.
Wait, did he do the they?
They're taking their own, I don't want to misgender them.
Yeah, he did it. We did it, boys. We got they thems from Matt Walsh. Thank you.
Whoever it is, they're taking their own complex and projecting it onto everyone else. I don't know what's going on with you that you view a hug from an aunt or a grandfather as potentially sexual in nature.
Oh boy. Hey, remember? Do you remember how we started this? What we preempted with? That most abuse happens from inside of a home or from adults that you trust, okay? So this is a very good way for kids to vocalize discomfort and to vocalize their boundaries. So Matt's saying, oh, what's wrong with grandpa or uncle or grandma or aunt? Of course, also because he doesn't think that, I think he listed like family members here because he doesn't see that as abuse naturally, like in his eyes. But him saying, "Oh, well, what's wrong with that, dog?" This is literally how it starts. Of course, Matt Walsh knows this, and he's covering himself right now. More.
But it's
God, we still have 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of this. Sorry, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left of this. I don't know if I can take much more of this.
I think you should be talking to a therapist about.
I'm just going to be screaming. My downstairs neighbors are going to be so mad at me.
For God's sake. And this is what you get from you, a hug from an aunt or a grandfather as potentially sexual in nature. But it's something you should be talking to a therapist about. You don't write it into a children's book. For God's sake. And this is what you get from the left, right? They grew up on a diet of Freud, whether they know it or not. And now they see everything in sexual terms.
Dude, I don't know about that. This is much more of a self-report, okay? This is the biggest. This is 7 minutes of a Freudian slip right here.
Everything is sexual. They're incapable of conceptualizing.
You were the one making it sexual, dog. You. It was you. It was you the whole time. We were talking about hugs and holding hands, and you made it this, you fucking weirdo.
Any human interaction that might occur outside of a sexual framework. Everything for them is sexual or potentially sexual, and they're weirdos, in other words, to summarize.
Losers, in other words.
I mean, let's take the family dynamic out of it for a second, just for a moment, because I don't want to dwell on that. It's too disturbing. And let's pretend that we're talking about just some dude and a girl, and they're not related.
Yes.
Even in that context.
Yes.
The idea that verbal consent should
Oh, no. He's going to do it, isn't he?
precede every physical interaction is
He's going to do it, isn't he? He's going to say consent's a mood killer. Oh, God, he's going to do it.
I mean, my wife would look at me like a maniac if we were walking somewhere down the sidewalk or something, and I said, "Excuse me.
May I have consent to hold your hand?"
No, dude, no one does that. Oh, God. I'm going to lose it. I think this is the most fucking infuriating Matt Walsh video I've seen. This is getting up there. He thinks this is the worst book? God damn it, I think this is the worst fucking video I've seen from him. Oh, my God. Hey, any normal fucking people in chat know how to ask for consent and not be a fucking robot? Does anyone else know how to talk to people and be around people. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. This is absurd. Okay, firstly, this is obviously an introduction, to learning and vocalizing boundaries. One moment. Handsome, go. I don't even know what you're getting into. Go. No. We're done. Go. Oh, God. I can never be serious. This is why we can't start stream serious, because my cute baby just continues to be a cute baby and then goes under my desk and just knocks everything over. Okay. What were we talking about? Yes. Okay. This is obviously an introduction step to kids vocalizing their boundaries and taking vocalized boundaries as an okay and normal thing. You aren't going to do this with somebody you're dating, but hey, even then, some people are a little bit more touch sensitive. Consent is beautiful and sexy. Hey, there's nothing better. You find in yourself with a honey and you say, hey, is this okay? To me, if I hear that someone and hopefully for everybody in chat, if I know not only that someone wants to jump my bones, but enthusiastically jump my bones and be like, yeah, I fucking want that. That's fucking hot, dude. Okay. Consent is fucking sexy. Oh boy. Hey, do you want this? Yeah, I really fucking do. That's look, it's not a mood killer. You literally just show a little bit of social awareness, okay? It's not like you're not busting out the legal forms, you weirdo. This is such a tell. This is such a tell. Yeah. Well, you see, mash buttons, you make the fatal mistake of practicing empathy and being a good human being. Whereas Matt Walsh isn't. See, these ideas of being a decent human, these are not things that go through his brain. Matt Walsh is incredibly rapey. Yep, that's it. How much longer? We haven't even made it that far. I can't.
Requesting permission to
Get me out of this.
Physical interaction.
Permission granted. You may maintain physical contact for 75 seconds.
I can actually see this. You know what? I can actually see this interaction happening between these two. What a joyless marriage, I'm sure. Actually, this isn't even a bit.
Want.
This is a real thing.
Now we know why leftists are so angry all the time. They're lonely. Nobody wants to be around them because they act like some bizarre mix.
It's
so the weirdest projection. Mix of hedonistic sex fiend and robot.
You wouldn't know perversion if it put clamps on your testicles.
Leftist men in particular are just lonely. There's no way any woman wants to be around.
What? How did we make this jump? How did we make this jump? Also, I thought weren't they doing the whole grift about how, no one wants to date conservatives anymore? Isn't that a big thing? The Daily Wire and what's that freak's name? Michael Knowles? More like Michael No Less, am I right? Put out that conservative dating app because they're like, no one wants to date conservatives anymore. I don't know, dude. This is lonely man behavior right here.
This kind of thing, if they
How
carry on
are we even
like
here?
This.
How are we
All
here?
of this hyper consent stuff. It makes sense among machines. But for organic creatures, we need organic interactions. We need things to develop naturally. But this all again, this is I'm talking now about two adults who aren't related. So I'm doing the book a favor by framing the conversation this way. What the book is actually talking about, again, are little kids and their grandparents.
It's little kids and hugs. Yes, Matt, you're right. This is what the book is. Again, this is a book for kids to learn consent. Oh, God.
They want robotic
we're so
consent
close.
requests,
We're so
even
close.
in that context.
Yes.
Excuse me, young one. May I have consent to kiss you on the forehead and squeeze your cheeks and remark on how big you've gotten since I last saw you 2 months ago?
Okay.
Permission denied. Get lost, you old fart.
That is literally the future
You don't have to be mean about it. That's not.
the left wants.
That's not. I can't. I think I actively lost brain cells watching that. I feel so dumb right now, chat. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through the. I'm just angry and I've lost brain cells now. I'm about to get a big bat, a big club, and try and make fire outside. I am seething. Is there anything else? Chat, anything you want to add other than Matt Walsh is a freak? We semi-ended this segment, but I can't keep doing this, man. Can we listen to the bit one more time? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Kids consent.
Yep. Here we go. We'll just one more time. One more time, Matt.
I violate my kids' consent all the time in the sense that I force them to do things they don't want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I can't do this. Get me out. We're done. Stop. Stop.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you're so inclined, feel free to like and share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. If you would like to join chat on stream, go pop on over to twitch.tv/CommieBravo. I hope to see you there.